Welcome to the Explainer. Okay, today we are diving into an absolutely remarkable story of how a seemingly invisible, poor boy became a millionaire. We're looking at a real-life journey that truly defines the word resilience. It's the story of someone who started with absolutely nothing but built an incredible fortune. And you know, this isn't just about the money. It's about the mindset, the grit, and the deep emotional drivers that push human beings to do the impossible. I am so excited to guide you through this material today because the lessons embedded in this journey are just incredibly powerful. Our story starts with a very specific, quiet image. Picture this: the boy sitting alone at the back of the classroom, completely unnoticed. He was the kid that just easily blended into the background, you know? The one struggling in total silence while everyone else just went about their day. To the rest of the world, he was practically invisible. But as we're going to uncover, this struggling kid was harboring an incredible secret, a hidden fire that no one else could see just yet.
Section 1. The Unnoticed Boy's Struggle.
So, what did his day-to-day actually look like? Well, the reality was stark. His shoes were torn, his stomach was frequently empty, and perhaps most staggeringly, every single day, he walked 5 miles home because he simply couldn't afford the bus fare. I mean, just pause and think about the physical and mental toll of that for a second. 5 miles every day on an empty stomach. The odds were incredibly stacked against him right from the starting line.
And unfortunately, the struggle wasn't just physical, it was deeply social and emotional too. At school, people mercilessly laughed at him. They'd throw this devastating doubt his way, telling him, "You'll never become anything." When you're a kid, hearing those words from your peers, that can entirely shatter your self-worth. It's the kind of crushing negativity that forces a person to either completely give up or forge an unbreakable armor.
Let's move to Section 2. A Promise in the Dark. While his peers were resting, what was he doing? He stayed awake, studying under a broken streetlight outside his tiny apartment. He didn't have a quiet, comfortable desk or a well-lit room. He took whatever light he could find in those grim, freezing surroundings because his sheer determination to learn just completely outweighed his circumstances. He knew for sure that education and self-improvement were his only tickets out.
But what was actually fueling this fire? It was his mother. She was working 2 full jobs just to buy food. Sometimes she completely skipped dinner so that her son could eat. And the ultimate emotional catalyst came on one very cold winter night. The boy overheard his mother crying quietly in the kitchen because they couldn't pay their rent. Imagine being a child, hearing the person who sacrifices everything for you breaking down because it still isn't enough.
That specific night changed him forever. He walked over, looked in the mirror, and whispered, "One day, I'll change our life." This is the exact pivotal moment where his deep pain transformed into a fierce, lifelong obsession with success. It was no longer just about survival anymore. It was about totally rewriting his family's destiny.
Section 3. The Price of Obsession.
So, while his friends took the easy path, wasting time, partying, and sleeping late, he embraced a relentless grind. From that night on, he spent his time learning new skills online. He was waking up at 4 a.m. He traded the normal life of a teenager for a grueling, hyper-disciplined routine. He was entirely obsessed with honoring that promise he made in the dark.
Now, you might think all this hard work paid off right away, right? Nope. His first business attempt made exactly $0. Literally nothing. And his second business attempt failed even worse. He poured his heart, his 4 a.m. mornings, and his newfound skills into his ideas, and the market gave him absolutely zero in return. With those failures, the mocking returned. People pointed and laughed again, telling him to just give up. But here is where the story shifts. You see, the pain of his childhood and the tears of his mother had already forged him into an entirely different person. He was unbreakable now. The mocking words simply bounced off him because his why was so much bigger than their opinions.
Section 4. The Tipping Point.
The compounding momentum didn't happen overnight, but things slowly started changing. Step 1, a small online business finally began making money, proving his concept. Step 2, then another one succeeds. Step 3, then another scales up. Slowly but surely, all those skills he learned while everyone else was sleeping started to generate consistent, life-changing cash.
And what did he do with that first real taste of financial freedom? He didn't buy a flashy car or luxury watch. No way. For the first time in his life, he bought his mother a warm winter coat. It's such a beautiful, grounded milestone. When she saw it, she cried. It was the first tangible proof that all her sacrifices and all his late nights were finally paying off.
But did he take a break after that early success? Not a chance. This didn't slow him down at all. He went into a relentless push. He worked harder than ever. No vacations, no excuses, no stopping. He operated with absolute zero hesitation because he remembered exactly what it felt like to be hungry and cold.
Section 5. The True Reward of Success.
At just 27 years old, the story came full circle. The poor boy who used to walk 5 miles home every day officially became a millionaire. It is a stunning timeline of achievement born entirely out of pure grit and an absolute refusal to accept the circumstances he was born into.
And here is the ultimate irony of it all. The exact same crowds who laughed at him in school and told him to give up, they were now actively asking him for advice. He completely outworked their doubt. Plus, with his new wealth, he was finally able to do what he promised in the mirror all those years ago. He bought his mother a beautiful house.
But honestly, the money wasn't actually the best part for him. The millions, the house, the vindication, none of it compared to hearing his mother look at him and say, "You don't have to struggle anymore." Upon hearing those words, for the first time in many, many years, the unbroken boy finally cried.
So what does this all mean for us? It forces us to look at our own lives. What will your broken streetlight moment be that changes everything? What is the catalyst that will push you through the pain to find your own relentless determination? I hope this explainer has shown you that no matter where you start or who doubts you, your grit can rewrite your story. Keep pushing, keep learning, and don't ever let anyone tell you that you'll never become anything. Thanks for learning with me today.